said, I'm the new technology manager at the Wood River Public Library. Some of my experience is helping him fix his computers.
Ooh, wow.
And, it's been a lot of work. It's helped me out in this job immensely. And helping my mother fix her computer, you know, we're dealing with people, it's helped me out a lot. One of the great things about our library is we have 13 computers that are open for public use. And that's very helpful in the new technology age where you are now less likely to be able to actually buy software and put it onto your computer. You mostly now just get to rent it. Microsoft Office has decided that you can spend a lot of money on the new Office and it's yours forever, or you can spend $7 a month on it and you can just kind of rent it, which is cool, but at the same time, if you're just going to type out 1 or 2 documents a year, it's really not worth it, which is one of the great things about our library is all of our computers have a wide variety of Microsoft Offices. We have Office 2007, which a lot of people like. We have Office, the newest Office, which other people really like. So you can come down, you can type out whatever you want to on our computers and print it off there instead of having to go through the hassle of trying to download Microsoft Office, which we just tried to do. And it confused me to no end. You have to have an Outlook account, and if you don't have an Outlook account, then it is just a pain in the tuchus to do. So you can come on down, type up what little thing you need, print it out, and you're good to go. Another thing is we value your privacy immensely, so if you come and you type out a document and we don't keep any record of that, once the computers restart every night, all that information is gone. So it's hurtful, it's kind of hurtful, so if you forget to save it to a flash drive, you're out of luck, but at the same time, you don't have to worry about anyone coming in and being like, oh, this is what they were typing about. I bet someone else would like to know about it. So that's very helpful too. Another thing that libraries are moving now towards is ebooks. We are part of these, we are able to, with your library card, you can rent ebooks on your tablet, which is really cool. I personally enjoy reading ebooks on my tablet because it's there. You don't have to worry about taking it back or being overdue because it'll just take it off your device when it's time to be taken away. So you don't have to worry about late fees or anything like that, which is really cool. We also do e-magazines. So you can also, instead of going to the Walmart and buying a magazine or doing the magazine subscriptions, you can just read them on your device, and when you're done, you're done. You don't have to worry about what we have at our house, which is stacks and stacks and stacks upon magazines that someone doesn't want to get rid of. I won't name names. Something that a lot of people really like now is genealogical records. If you come down to our library, and this is only in our library that you can look up to see some genealogical records. The joke in our family is that they're PY Pyatts and they're PI Pyatts. We say that the PI Pyatts were the horse thieves. They say we were the horse thieves. But we can definitively tell that it is those PI Pyatts were those horse thieves. Another thing you can sign up for is our Wildberry newsletter. So you can see all the new books that have come into the library and all the new movies. And it just comes into your email. You can read it real quick and be like, oh, that's a really cool book. I'd like to check that out. I can go to the library and say, hey, I want to put my name for we'll go old, a couple months old, but we'll go for the new Harper Lee book. You can come in and say, I want my name on the, go set a Watchmen, and we'll put you on a list, and when it comes in, we'll give you a call and come down and pick it up. So it's very easy, note coming in and be like, when is that new book coming out again? Did it already come out? You can get it right there in your email. One of the things that I get to do and I really enjoy is book a tech guy. So if you live in Wood River and you get a new tablet, which is, Christmas is coming up, you might get a new tablet from, family, friends, or whatever. Come in, we can help you set it up. I just helped my mom set up one, and they make it a little bit more difficult than they really need to. So, and it's always scary when you get a new piece of technology because they're always asking you all these questions, and I'm there to help guide you through it. Once you realize that it's not too hard, it just looks scary, it becomes easy peasy lemon squeezy. But sometimes you just need someone, just someone that knows a little bit more than what is probably safe. I always joke that I know just enough about computers to be really dangerous, but I can walk you through that process, no big deal. Or if you need to learn how to use the new Microsoft Office because they change it every year, I'm there to help you out. We just helped out some people get, set up their Facebook, set up their new Gmail account. Again, it's stuff that once you do it, you're like, oh man, this is really easy. But if you haven't done it, it can be kind of scary because they're asking you all this information, and do you need to do this? Do you need to do that? And sometimes the answer is not really. But if you don't know, then you just kind of get scared and panic. Another thing we just started this last month was county-wide computer classes. We just did an overview of Windows 10. Windows 10 is the newest operating system. It is totally different than the previous one, Windows 8, which was totally different than Windows 7. And they're both kind of scary because they're new. They're totally different than anything you're used to. But they have a lot of great features that if you don't know about, you just stick with the one that you have, and it could be great. But Windows 10 seem to look pretty cool. The new classes that we're doing next to fill out this year is this weekend we're doing open source programming. I'm a big believer in open source programming. The next one we're doing is what is actually inside your computer. Opening up your computer is a lot like opening up your car. There's a lot of pieces in there. It looks really scary, but it's, if you have a 10-year-old computer that you want to update, we can go over that, throw in a new hard drive and it'll run like new. But again, it looks really scary until you take a look at it, and that's what we're gonna go over this on Halloween actually. That'll be a fun one. The next one for November, because we are running into Black Friday, is what do I want to ask the people at Best Buy or any computer store to get the best computer I can possibly get? Computer people love throwing out a bunch of jargon to make themselves sound smart, and a lot of times they're just throwing out nonsense. One time I went to go get a computer, and I asked them if they had one with a bigger hard drive. They came back and they told me about a totally different piece of the machine, and he seemed so happy about it because he thought he was so smart. I was like, well, that's not what I asked for. And if you don't know anything about computers, you'd be like, oh, that's really cool, but it's not the computer that you want. I've seen a lot of people go out and buy a computer, and the salesperson threw out all this fancy jargon, and he bought the computer and he hated it. So it's just kind of cut down the jargon that they're going to throw out and be like, they're going to say this is really fancy, but what they really mean is they have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know how many of you watch Parks and Rec, but Ron Swanson walks into Home Depot and the guy comes up to him and he's like, how can I help you? And Ron's like, I know more than you do, I'm fine. You'll be able to kind of walk into a computer store and be like, I know what I'm looking for, this is what I want. And just walk out with the computer that you want that day, which is fantastic, because you're going to be using that computer for 5 to 10 years. You don't want to have a computer that you absolutely hate. Other programs that we're doing at the library, we're actually doing let's see if I can bring it up here. We're doing a resume workshop, so people can come into the library if they haven't filled out a resume in a while, just kind of sitting. Once you've done one, you just kind of leave it sitting somewhere and you never really look at it again. So we're doing a resume workshop, which could be a lot of fun, just because some people don't know how to do it, and so you guys have probably seen a bunch of resumes come in, and you're like, this is a horrible resume, this is going in the trash pile. So this is to kind of help people get past that first line of defense almost, where instead of sitting there laughing at, not laughing at them and be like, I can't believe this person put that on there. Be like, you know what, that's really cool that this person has done that. I'd like to talk to that person more, just to kind of help out the community, especially people that haven't really filled one out before, like ministers who just kind of sail through there. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to make too many dad jokes, I apologize.
It wasn't funny.
Yeah, you see where I get my sense of humor too. Our library has 13 computers, like I said, open almost all day, all the time we're open. You can come in, you can surf the internet. Another thing that I've noticed is that a lot of people are moving kind of away from the traditional desktop and more towards the tablet or their cell phone. So they don't need to have their own personal desktop. I find that I only use my laptop because it's there and I spent way too much money on it because I was foolish when I bought it. But I find that I can get just as much usability out of my tablet as I can my laptop. The need for you to go out and buy your own desktop and to fill it up with all this fancy schmancy software is not as important as it once was. 10, 15 years ago, you had to go out and spend an outrageous amount on a desktop. You filled up with all that software. You don't need to do that anymore. You can just come on down to the library, and if you need any help, we're there to help you out. It's a free service, and might as well take advantage of it.